Good morning. I am shattered. So, it's the next day. It's Monday, and I was hoping that I'd have a good night's sleep after all the hard work I did yesterday. Coming here feeling absolutely refreshed and buzzing and ready to go, which would have been the case, but our little one decided she didn't want to sleep. So, had a bit of a rough night. But I'm in the garage now, and it's, well, 9:30ish. I'm here until about 5, so I've got a full day, loads to do. I want to try and get the sill done on the passenger side and then move across to the driver's side and yeah, start working there. So I've got lots to do, as I say, but let's just crack on with it and hope for the best. Let's do this. Right, so this is the chopped down oversill. It's pretty much the standard length. I'm just going to now drill some holes across this top lip. I don't know entirely sure what I'm going to do. I could spot weld it across here, or I could seam weld it. I think the seam weld will be stronger, but just got more risk of blowing holes into the floor. So what I'll do is I'll drill the holes across the bottom, or the top lip, sorry. And then I'll offer it up to the car and see what it looks like and go from there. Okay, so under the car, that paint's all now dried. It looks really, really good. I'm really, really happy with that. So I'm going to offer up the panel. And I know there's a section right at the very back I'm probably going to have to cut to make it, because it kind of overhangs a little bit, and that's going to foul on the bush that's going to be here. So I need to cut that down and I can weld that on. The rest of the panel can just get tacked on at the top. There's a few patches obviously like here where there's no lip, so I just need to be really careful, especially this bit here that feels quite soft. But I think I just take it slowly, don't put too much heat into the panel. I think we're going to do okay. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll clamp it up in place, and then I can look and see how much of this bit here touches up here, and make this decision whether I seam weld or whether I spot weld. I think from the factory they'd have been spot welded on, but we shall see. Right, okay, so with it all put in, I've obviously cut the panel so it's the right length. What I'm going to do is, as close to the edge as possible, I'm going to put my plugs, and then hopefully I'll be able to just plug weld it on. So effectively, it will look like it's been spot welded on, like it would have come out of the factory. Right, so I've done holes in the top lip, holes in the bottom lip, and it's been sprayed. So that's now got the wax oil, same as this. I'm going to just mount it up and I'm going to plug it in place. A little bit of this is going to probably burn off, but it will burn off whether it's still a little bit tacky or dry. So let's clamp it in place and let's get welding. Right, okay, so I've had to do a repair back here. This is where the biggest gap was, really, at the back. And where I've drilled the holes, I kind of try to evenly space them out. There's nothing to weld it to, so I've had to drill weld along the edge of the lip, which will be ground flat. And hopefully I can just do a bit of light skim of filler and it'll be fine. Down front, the front of the doorstep was worse than I thought, unfortunately, but I only really noticed that afterwards. But in order to get the doorstep off, it's a big job, isn't it? It's on, it's welded. let's have a look underneath. So I spot welded it, or plug welded it across the bottom, across the bottom, and it's very, very solid. So yes, that is done pretty much. I'm just going to grind these welds down flat, same for the ones at the top. Once the welds are flat, then I can, well, I guess I can add some paint. So I'm probably going to do the same as I did underneath. I'm just going to clean it up, spray it black, and then we can, if we want to at a later date, we can put the blue over the top, which I think would look much better, to be honest. But it's down to Luke for that one. So yeah, let's just try and get some stuff cleaned up, and then on to the other side. But yeah, this has gone pretty well, so happy with that. Whew, it's looking pretty good. The outer seal is now fully welded on, and take a look. It's all on, and it's also ground down as well. So I've managed to catch, unfortunately, a few little bits on the outer seal and also on the rear quarter. So unfortunately, a bit of welding went straight through the top, straight into the metal, so I need to touch up a few bits of paint, unfortunately. But I want to try this out because this is a drill attachment. Doesn't say anything on it. Blue line sire strip. And apparently, this can take the colour off of a Coke can without damaging the aluminium. So what I want to do is go across and take all the black off this sill and hopefully take it back so it's flat, so I can paint it, and you haven't got to try and do as much filling or anything to try and smooth it out. Probably going to look into using like a high build primer to try and sort of build up some of the low spots as well, but let's see how we get on with this. Right, so it did quite a good job, really. It actually took away quite a lot of the little lumps and bumps. There are still a few there, but I think we can probably get away with a high build primer and a top coat. I've got some of this mineral blue. Beautiful colour, really, really nice colour. I don't know how well it comes out on the camera, but in person it's really, 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 really nice. It's a lot of reallys. I just tried to apply this underbody sealant, which is an undersill, but you can paint straight over it. So I would use that to protect the metal, then put a primer on, and then put a top coat on. But yeah, it's like an asthmatic breathing through a straw. It doesn't work very well. So I've got to go to the shop and get some paint, really. I've messed up a little bit because I've taken all the paint off of this panel. I don't particularly want to have a bare metal exposed to the elements. It's very cold, it's raining outside, so I imagine this will rust pretty quickly. So yes, looks like I'm going out. Okay, just back from the shop, and my wife has made me some food. So nice warm bit of food, and time to apply this. So this is it's called Stone Guard, and it's a grey, and it's basically a undersill, stone chip, and primer all in one. So you can paint over the top of it, and it should be pretty good. So what I'm going to do is hold something up here so I can spray along here, because what I don't want to do is all this to go rusty. So I spray the panel, I spray underneath. I'm not going to worry about it going over onto the other stuff because I can mask it off and then I can put another coat of the black. I spoke to Luke, and what he's going to do, or what he wants to do, is actually paint the sills a black black hammerite, like a gloss black hammerite. So I can sort that through, no worries at all. So I went for this because it's like a primer. So give it a shake and let's get painting. So there we have it. That's the first coat done. I'm going to do a second coat of this grey. Actually making a better effort of masking the panel up because I need to get some of the paint off. I need to go over the... it's gone right under my nail. That really hurt. I need to go over a little bit of filler to sort of smooth that panel out. And yeah, underneath, it's looking really good. Really happy with that. Thumbs up there. Right then, on to the other side. So I've cleared a nice walkway and I've got so much more room. It's great. So, lying down then. Plan of action. I need to remove this outer sill and I need to remove the front floor. I also need to remove a section of the inner wheel arch. And then I also need to repair the section of the rear floor, probably from here all the way across, because you can see the other side where the seat holder, it's all damaged. Just looking at this now, it's had welding repairs done previously. I need to clean up all this lumpy bumpy welding, and yeah, the rest of this is pretty good. That's all new metal. It's all nice and solid. So yeah, today cut the outer seal, measure and cut out the floor, hopefully for tomorrow to be able to weld it all in and get this boxed off. Let's get cracking. I'm a little bit confused. So, when I'm going to grind on this lip, there's 3 layers. Now, in theory, there should be 2 layers. One is a doorstep, one is the outer sill. Now, this is where I'm confused, because inside here, you can see that sort of rotten piece of metal. That is the second or the middle layer. And when I open the door, so that this doorstep is in really nice condition. No issues there. When I go underneath the car, it's a different story. The actual doorstep is absolutely rotten. So what it looks like someone's done is they've welded a new doorstep over the existing doorstep to save removing it. And I don't quite know why, because it would be so much easier. And now I've got all this rotten metal. I mean, you can see the doorstep in here, where you've got the 2 lips separated. Now I'm a bit concerned that's going to potentially rattle. I don't think it maybe will, but I don't really know what to do. And I continue trying to clean it up and trying to get back to 1 lip. So when I put the outer seal on, it's to the floor and to the outer lip of the doorstep, and not trying to weld through an additional piece of metal. I'm just baffled. I really am. I mean, you can see it's all like the blue paint, so it's obviously off this car, but it's just another bodge, and it makes no sense why anybody would even do that in the first place. I'm truly baffled. Okay, I think that's a good time to stop, really. Got loads done today. I feel like, again, we're really sort of like ploughing through and heading in the right direction. A few little stumbling blocks in here, especially with the double doorstep. So from here forward, I've cut out all of the old doorstep, so all the rot's gone. From here backwards, I haven't been able to, just because I haven't been able to get access in there. And it's actually pretty solid, so I don't really want to mess around with it. So you can see here that you've got 3 skins. So outer doorstep, inner sill. That obviously shouldn't be the case. So over here you're going to have doorstep and floor panel, or inner sill. I've just gone underneath the car and drawn around this doorstep to the floor to cut out ready for tomorrow. Now I can drill some holes across the top, and then I'm going to sort of spot weld across the top, or plug weld across the top, and then seam weld it around, and then I'm going to put some stitches across the top and then seam weld it from underneath. This bit here, I've also cut the panel. It's just rough at the moment, so that will go underneath and go up there like that. So then that will be, I'll seal that panel in as well. Once that's welded in, attach the outer sill, spray it all, and then we're done with the bodywork. Obviously you have to just clean some of the welds up in the back and apply a bit of paint onto there. But yeah, I'm super happy with how I was getting on. So I guess it's a good convenient time to go in and spend the evening with the family. So as always, if you have enjoyed the content, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. Click the thumbs up button and comment down below. I'm back out here again tomorrow for another action-packed day. But if I can continue at the pace, if I can continue at the speed I'm going today, I should be on to a winner. So yeah, see you in the morning. Take it easy.